All right, hello everyone. PPD here again, joined by my buddy and old teammate, Saahil Universe Arora, and we're just gonna have a nice casual chat about Dota, about our Dota lives, and I don't know, just kind of hit a couple of subjects that hopefully people are curious about, and trying to have a good time. Let's see. We chose to play in Europe this year, or this time, and we're gonna go play NA. Next qualifier. How do you choose a region?
I think you'd be better to answer this one, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we chose Europe because it was convenient for NIP to host us.
Mm-hmm.
We chose Europe because it was arguably, I don't know, like it was kind of a toss-up between like which, we didn't really know where slot distribution would go. We didn't know if Europe would have 3 slots. I mean, if Europe had 3 slots to the major, which they had for the entirety of last year, we would be going to the major, right? It just so happens that after the teams are posted, Valve decides to give 3 slots to North America for who knows what reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that like, because Liquid and Secret and OG weren't playing, but it's not like there was like all these new teams that went to NA.
Right. Well, C got 3 slots too, which I thought was pretty surprising as well. Right. No,
I'm not going to say whether Europe deserves 3 slots or not. I mean, I don't. It's kind of hard to justify with all these top teams not playing. It's kind of hard to say who does. Like no LGD, no Secret, no Liquid, no OG. Like it's kind of strange. And then you have like new rosters on like everyone else. Like Virtus Pro is brand new.
I mean,
EG's brand new.
It is hard to say, but I think, I mean, like I said before, I think one thing they could have done is taken 1 slot from either NA or C, like 1 slot that they're not sure of where they're supposed to put it, and just put it on the minor.
Yeah, and I think that would have made like way more sense to like, instead of just deciding yourselves, like let the minor, let the actual play decide like who deserves these extra slots at the major.
I would say so, because like, I mean, yeah, the top teams in EU aren't playing. I'm not saying EU should get 3 slots, but maybe just think about where you're going to put those other slots instead of just.
Do you think those extra slots at the minor kind of like even further reduce the interest in the minor, or do you think it's more exciting for people to watch because they get to see the teams that are going to the major? Because we did that, and the last one we did, it was against Alliance.
Yeah.
Right, and we had the grand final, but we were both already going to the major.
Yeah. I guess it does make the grand final a little bit less exciting, because if it's all on the line, like obviously all these teams want to go to the major, right? The ones who are attending the minor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it would decrease the excitement level of the minor slightly.
But then you could just increase the prize pool of the minor to where the players like actually really cared about it. But that even then, like nobody, like prize money throughout the year is such like such a whatever thing. Like I don't even think about it. It's like I'm just worried about going to TI because I know that like not last place at TI is going to be like 5 times what I earned throughout the year. What are the reasons behind North America being the weakest region?
Oh wow, that's a spicy question.
Got any spicy answers?
Weakest region.
I think we just have like lowest player base. I think it's a huge thing.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it, I think. I don't think you can. I mean, I guess there are arguments for it being the weakest region, but yeah, like the player base is so small that I feel like it's harder to even find pubs in like when you're playing.
Yeah, like the highest level, it's like it's hard to find. Like there's only like 100, 200 players that are like even close to the skill level of like the top players. And if they're not all queuing, like you just can't find games.
It's very hard, yeah. I mean, I think it's also like kind of like a culture thing as well, like attributing to the player base, because there's like not as many computer gamers in NA, right? Yeah,
I think we have a huge amount of like, first off, like FPS, like Call of Duty, Halo. Those games were huge for kids. When I was growing up, they were huge for me as well. Yeah. And then also, I think like sport games, like Madden, FIFA, and NHL, NBA. Like those games are really popular too. Yeah,
it's just like way more mainstream and like culturally fitting to play those games, I feel like.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I didn't have like my own PC until I was like, we had like a family PC for like the longest time. Yeah. And I guess like people in Europe or in other places have their own PC, or they go to LAN cafes, or.
Yeah, I mean I think LAN cafes are like a big, like I didn't even have a LAN cafe around where I lived.
Well, it's because we had to drive. Yeah. Right, like we couldn't go to them as kids.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know why. I never understood. Like you always see the LAN cafes in the U.S. that they open up and nobody's ever there. It just doesn't seem like a good business model there.
Yeah, it's just not as popular, If something's very popular in a place, there's obviously going to be a lot of kids playing it, and then that's how you get like the new stars and top players.
All right, everyone, that's it. Universe and I are tired of talking to each other, so we're gonna take a break. If you liked listening to what we had to say and are interested in, maybe suggesting some other things that we could talk about, leave those in the comments, and we'll be sure to talk about them in our next video by Betway.